This is Joshua Farnsworth. Welcome to my traditional woodworking school. In this video, Will Myers will show you how to turn a simple shaker knob using a vintage wood turning lathe and basic wood turning tools. This knob is for the door on his reproduction shaker wall clock.
For the knobs, I'm just using a piece of scrap walnut. It's about 1 by 1. I've found the center and marked it here, and we've got it ready to chuck up in the lathe. And so first thing we want to do is bring it round and down to 5/8 in diameter, which I'll use the calipers for. So first, I'm going to use just a roughing gouge, spindle gouge, and bring it round just the last little bit here, because after we make this first knob, we'll move down a little bit and make the next one. We'll cut the first one off and then rechuck it, and so we're just going to turn a short section here round to begin with. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Of course, the lathe is this is a machine, with high, spinning pretty high speed. So, use some eye protection, and of course, be careful. It's you can get hurt with one. So, here we go. We're just going to bring this round. You see, I'm kind of working kind of big to small there. So now we need to, I'm going to use a parting tool, this little tool right here, and I'm going to bring it to 5/8 in diameter. And these two knobs, the lower one's 5/8, the upper one 1/2. So now I've got a mark there, and I know my diameter, so I'm going to bring a little bit more down to that with the gouge, down to that diameter there we just made with the parting tool. So there we go, that's all we need to do. Next, we need to lay out the length of the knob. And the upper part, the part outside of the door, is 5/8 tall, same as the diameter. So we're just going to mark that with a pencil. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and cut in with a parting tool a little bit. That'll make it just a little bit easier for my skew here in a minute. And then I'm just going to cut in we will turn that little part on down a little more here in a minute. That will be the shank and shoulder that goes into the in the hole in the door that actually mounts the knob. So I'm going to switch to the skew, and I'm going to use the toe of the skew, the point down here, and I'm going to go in and kind of line the bevel up with the direction I want to go and just push it in.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying watching our video so far, and I just want to take a few seconds to let you know about our traditional woodworking store, which you can visit while taking a class or by visiting our website at woodandshop.com/store. You'll find our amazing products to help you grow in traditional hand tool woodworking, including in-person and video woodworking classes, woodworking hand tools and workbenches, woodworking plans, traditional wood finishes, shirts and hats, and cool hand tool woodworking gifts for you or your loved ones. Okay, back to the show.
And these little knobs are kind of got a mushroom shaped end, so we'll do a little more on that here just shortly. Now we're going to make the rest of the knob. Of course, the little base here is smaller than the top diameter up here. Okay, so you can kind of see we've got the shape of the knob there pretty close, and I'm going to make the head just a little bit thinner right here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So now, last, we want to turn the little shoulder, the little, kind of dowel portion that will go into a hole in the door that mounts the knob. And it's about 5/16 or so, quarter, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's good enough there. And be sure this lower shoulder is kind of, nothing else, undercut just a little so it'll set flush on the door when you push it in. Okay, now to finish up, I'm going to start cutting in right here at the back on top again. Cut this down, there won't be much left in there. And of course, be careful right here, this could break and fly out. Okay, there we're down to as much as I'm comfortable with turning. So you can kind of see, you see our knob in here, and we've got this little bit of waste right here that needs to be sawn off. So we'll saw the waste off right here, and then we can, the very tip of the knob, we can, after that, sand it, or take a chisel and level it just a little bit in the middle, sand it down and smooth it up, and then of course we'll cut it off back here, which will of course release the knob from the stick. And so then you have a nice little knob, and you didn't have to have a 4-jaw chuck to do it, or a chuck that you mount down here to hold a piece just by one end. So there's our knob. We'll go ahead and get this one cut off and get the other one made, and we'll be ready to move on.
If you're interested in learning traditional woodworking, come take a class at our school in Earlysville, Virginia. You can also visit our website at woodandshop.com, where you'll find a bunch of free woodworking lessons, workshop tours, and our very popular tool buying guides. And make sure you subscribe to our free newsletter to get our latest articles and videos. Enjoy!